Boom, 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 boom.
Hi,
Heart
guys.
beating from the Peachtree Cafe. Happy Friday morning. Happy Friday.
Welcome
to Peachtree.
Welcome, guys. It's March 6th.
Thank God it's
the
Friday.
weekend. Woohoo!
TGIF, as we say in Anglais.
What are you guys going to do for your weekend?
Yeah. We won't be around, so you'll have plenty of time to think about it.
They're going to sleep.
We're going to get ready for Monday's show.
Okay.
But today we have a very good question from Juan Medina from Colombia.
Colombia.
I really like this question, not only because it's very on a practical level, but also on the philosophical level. I love philosophy. I don't know about you guys.
Well, that's kind of why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Juan is
Okay. Let's hear what he says.
Smart man from Bogota.
My name is Juan Medina from Colombia, and my question is, in my country there are a number of companies, commercial companies based on network marketing. That means you bring people to the company, and to be successful, you should help others to be successful, your downlines. Well, 70% of people that join this kind of companies fail in the first year. So what are they doing wrong? Why helping is not working in this case for them? Thank you.
Okay, he said 70%.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot.
I heard that number. I've heard that
my
number.
God.
Yeah.
So Juan is a smart man, a great guy from Bogota that has been to Sedona several times and is
Sedona College of International Management.
exactly the training academy for DCI teachers, and Juan is kind of representing DCI in Colombia.
Yep.
Great
And,
question
yeah.
for business people.
Yes. So let me say his question. Let's focus his question on one thing. So he said there is the business of that relies on network marketing.
Which other words for that are like MLM.
MLM,
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level
Pyramid marketing.
pyramid marketing.
How does it work?
Okay, as far as I know, which I don't know much about this industry, but my understanding is that you are selling a product to other people, and they're selling. They're supposed to sell it to other people,
And you get a commission
and
from
you
them.
get a commission. So what happened is that you create a level of commissions that goes up and up.
And so if I sell it to 5 people and they sell it, each one of them sells it to 10 people, now I have 50 people or 55 people under me
And each one of you get a
sending
commission.
me commission.
Yeah, and you have to send commission to the people you bought the product
Yeah.
from.
And so a business
So-
like that, I think, requires continual growth. It has to keep going, downward and with more foundation. But, it can work, especially with the right motivation, right?
Well, the nature of that, let's say, I'm doing this MLM business, like in America, cosmetics or health food, Shaklee.
Vitamins.
Yeah, vitamins. And so I go to Orit and I say, do you want to buy the vitamins? They're really good. And she says, okay. And then I say, after she buys them for a few months, I say, well, wouldn't you like to sell them to your own friends? And then
Yeah.
you try to
Make them
multiply.
agents. So
Yeah.
each customer, you try to make them basically an agent to sell the product, and then you get your commission.
But what Juan's asking is, when I turn you on to the product, I say, look, you can become like me. You can be successful like me. You can become a salesperson for this stuff. And then you make money. So I make the person under me successful. The people underneath are also supposed to make the people above them successful. So it's really, you're trying to help the people below you, and you're trying to help the people above you. So why doesn't everybody succeed? They all
It should be. It's like when we think about it, we think, oh my God, that's based on seed. I'm trying to make everybody successful.
So how can 70% fail? And by the way, that's not just Colombia, that's everywhere.
Yes, yeah. And why the MLM marketing also, I think because people fail, it's also have a very bad name.
Oh, in some countries
Yes.
it's illegal.
In some countries it's
Wow.
illegal because there was a lot of scam around it.
Maybe some people didn't, they misused it or something.
Yeah, I think it comes from if let's say I get into this industry, and the nature of this industry is to help other people, the people below and the people above. But all I'm thinking is how to use people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think about helping. I'm thinking about using because I want to make money and I don't really care about.
Okay, so you're going to motivation then.
Yeah, going to motivation because I say even something that we would say by nature it's good, but if the motivation of the person who's using the tool, is a selfish motivation,
I have a friend.
it's not going to work in the end.
That she said one of her family members, like the grandmother, right? She said she won't talk to you unless she can get something out of you. You know,
Manipulative person.
not
in some way.
manipulate so much, but she won't give you attention, or she won't really bring you into her life unless you do something for her. You know, unless she gets something out of you.
Yes.
And then I was sitting and listening, and it struck me that maybe we all do that. You know, maybe we all do that to some extent. You know, maybe this is a bigger question than just MLM.
So you're saying maybe all of us has this basic level of selfishness.
Yeah, we don't really help someone, or we don't connect with someone unless they can do something for us. And even when we are charitable, you know, we build a home in Vietnam for somebody, we're hoping to get some kind of credit out of it. Or even when we do charity, we're hoping that people will talk about us. Even when we teach DCI on the Peachtree Cafe, we're hoping people will like us.
And this is why we hear a lot when we teach, is that people say, my mother taught me, just give and don't think what you're going to get back.
Yeah.
Just do it. Give with pure heart, with zero agenda, and that's the way to really give something.
That's what my mom taught me.
Yeah,
I had a friend from Syria recently. We talked, and they said in our tradition, they say don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, which means be generous, but don't advertise it. You know.
Yeah.
And I want to throw something out to you guys. I want you to talk about it. You know. What would DCI say? So let's say I'm supposed to do coffee meditation at the end of the day, and I'm supposed to be happy that I did something good. And then I come from this culture, this Syrian culture. Somebody from Mexico told me the same thing.
It's all everywhere.
We have a good culture. Yeah. It's a good culture that says you shouldn't tell people about all the good things you do. Therefore, it's difficult for those people to do coffee meditation. Is it possible to do a multi-level marketing company and really be selfless? What would that look like?
How would you? I think, you know, what you talked about, that each one of us has a tiny bit of selfishness all the time. We take Mother Teresa. The most amazing.
Whoa, take it easy now. Careful. That's a hard one.
I don't know. I'm saying that if you're a human, what we are saying, that if you have a human mind, you will have this tiny layer. Even if you worked on yourself and you become very generous person and very loving and caring person, there will be in some level, maybe a subtle level of selfishness.
So
there.
What kind of training do you give to an MLM person that they can remove this tiny bit of selfishness, which is going to mess up the system where everyone's helping each other, that's going to make this pyramid system successful? Because some MLM companies are successful.
Well, I like this metaphor that we say that there is only a place for one of us in this room, right? So
I mean, like the town's not big enough.
The town is not big enough for both of us, right?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? So if I work on my positive qualities, you know, and the quality is love and care to other people, then by definition I don't give a place for my selfishness in some way. I push my selfishness away from it. So if I let the idea of care to other people present in my mind most of the day and focusing on other people's success, there will be not much place for the negativity.
But I'll throw out something, you know, and it's very radical, you know. I grew up Christian. We were taught to be modest. We were taught not to talk about our achievements. But, you know, DCI teaches a very radical system for really helping other people and you know, becoming a virus.
Takes
what is
courage.
it?
Well,
but what is it?
to focus on everybody else's success and
But what's the goal?
I think understand that on a functional level, there is no separation between us.
Well, that's true too. But what I'm getting at is, if I become super successful, then
You become super successful.
then I can help more people to get super successful.
yeah, because people will automatically come to me and say, "How did you do that? Last year you weren't making any money. Last year you didn't have a girlfriend. Last year you seemed tired all the time, and now suddenly you're full of energy, and your finances are getting good, and the new girlfriend you have is amazing. And what are you doing?
So I think for Juan, it's all about sincerely focusing on the success of the people next to me and above me and under me in the chain, in the network.
But what I'm saying is, what some teacher told me one day, it was really cute. He said, "Why do you do good deeds?" And I said, "Oh, we're supposed to do it for every living being." And then he said, "You are one of them."
Yeah.
You are one of the living beings.
Yeah, so don't exclude yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't exclude yourself. For me, the most powerful things to understand this concept is to think about that basically there is no separation between my success and other success.
Yeah.
It's the same thing on a functional level. Of course, on an apparent level, I'm a separate person with my own nerve system, with my own body that has nothing to do with other people.
Right.
But on a functional level, and I think if we have this thing in our mind presented all the time, like if our mind is like a sponge that is absorbed with this idea all the time, then we're going to be successful.
And I also think
it's going to affect our action.
From a negative point of view, it's very common in these MLM companies to require a new person to buy a large stock.
Oh, wow.
To join, there's a joining fee, and it's like could be very high. It could be $500, it could be $1,000, and you have to buy enough vitamins to give to 100 people or something. And you're not going to sell those in your first year. So maybe I would avoid multi-level companies that ask me to do that to other people.
Okay,
Don't hurt other people.
So go to multi-level marketing companies that they take care of the employee.
Exactly,
They care about the employee. They want them to succeed on a deeper level, and they don't think about how to use, and they are not focusing constantly about money.
Well,
they have other values. Beyond
okay,
that.
I would say not only focusing constantly on money, because look, let's face it, financial independence is the number one goal that we see in all these events. And
everybody has it.
And that is okay, guys. It's fine. You should enjoy your Tesla and your penthouse. Just try to understand. We try to say, remember where it came from in the first place.
The understanding is that the financial independence, it's not separated from love and care to other people.
Right, but I'm just trying to make the point.
It's actually built on that.
I'm just trying to make the point that it's okay to be wildly successful, and maybe you should be super successful in order to demonstrate to other people how to be successful. And with more resources, you can help more people. So I have no problem with the money. I just want to say I think that it's all about motivation. People, we want to focus on sincerely focus on the success of people around us, and that plants the seed for us to be successful, right?
Let me ask another question though. I've seen people do. Veronica's mom does multi-level marketing until she was 85 or something. And what if a person really does have a good motivation? They make a team. They want to help the people under them. She used to have these tea parties. They would come to her house. She would talk to them, try to motivate them. And she truly had this motivation of making those people successful, but it didn't work for her.
It didn't work, okay.
She didn't get rich.
I think this is also...
She ended up with hundreds of bottles of vitamins, which I'm still using.
I think this is what Juan is talking about.
Yeah, well, what about a person who does have a good motivation?
Have a good motivation, wants to do it, so why they don't have the seed to succeed, okay? Which is actually... This thing a little bit contradict what we say before, right?
Yeah.
What are they missing? So we say that the science of seeds is actually very it's very complicated, right?
Yeah.
For us to get a one certain result, it's a combination of a lot of things that happens, right? That brought us into to have what we wanted, to have what we needed. So for a person to sell all of the, to be successful, even though they have the good motivation, we have to go and look at about other seeds that they are planting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That might negative seeds that might be blocking the progress of the good
Yes.
ones, right?
Yeah, like old seeds.
Old seeds that are blocking.
Yeah.
Maybe in some of my past, I have done
Yeah.
things that steal from other people, or obstructing success from other people, and that blocks me right now.
You want to summarize for Juan some practical steps?
Yeah, what are some, real suggestions? I'll start with one.
Yes.
I would not sign up to a multi-level marketing company that required me to require the people under me to buy huge stocks of stuff before they can start. That's almost setting them up to fail.
Yeah. Okay. Work with and also work with multi-level company that they have other values and they are sincere about the values. That it's not only about money. It's of course the money is the big thing.
Where there's
here.
obviously other
yes.
motivations or values.
Other motivation that they are that is a good company with good vision that wants to help other people and wants to support the smallest people in the company.
I have another one which is conventional. Okay, it's a conventional. A lot of the products that these companies make are new, exciting substances, blah, blah, blah. And I heard about one on the radio yesterday, and they don't work. And a lot of the people in the multi-level marketing company really don't believe that they work anyway. So I would say don't get into a multi-level marketing company that you don't really have faith in the product.
Yes, big thing.
Yeah.
So check the product, have a faith in the product that this thing's really is helpful and it can do some good to people. And the last thing, number 4, we would say is help these people check if they have seed blockers, if there are some negative things that blocks them, something in the past that they need to clean.
So they remember stealing money or
or stopping other people from being successful.
being jealous of other people.
Being jealous about it.
Well, we got to wrap it up for today, guys. So Juan, we hope you got some good
question.
tips. Great question. And, I think whatever company you're involved in maybe already does have some rules in place. I think it has a lot to do with motivation. Anyway, we've got more questions coming in.
It might be interesting to use that as a thread. And what a thread means, a DCI online thread, means we take the specially good questions and we find out, look, there's too much to talk about, and we make them into a series of 6 segments that we film at our studio. And I think this MLM question, I think Juan's question could become one of our threads.
Cool. And so for those of you, wondering where that's going to appear, good news, we're working on a mobile platform for DCI online training. It will soon be available through the website, www.diamondcutterinstitute.com, and you can just click on the big green online button at the top center, or it might be orange. It might be an orange button now. And so we'll be seeing it on the website and a mobile platform, so you can have DCI training available on your mobile device 24/7 all the time. And Success in the palm of your hand. And
What's our next question?
If you are a mobile app developer, you can send your portfolio to app@diamondcutterinstitute.com. Show us your portfolio if you'd like to be considered to be included to develop the app. If you have questions for the Peachtree Morning Show, please send them to seedquestions@diamondcutterinstitute.com. Vertical 30-second selfie video asking a question. Go ahead, boss.
Okay, so we are off for the weekend like you guys, and we're going to come back on Monday.
Actually, you're going to be seeing Stanley and Allison on Monday.
Stanley and Allison is going to be
these guys
here
are going on
also.
vacation.
Yeah, we're going for the vacation. So the question...
I hope you take a vacation.
It's not really, but...
Take a vacation and not a corona.
Well, you guys never rest. So
I didn't talk about the
so
beer.
on Monday,
okay, on
we
Monday,
have a cool question.
Yes. Let's see.
Here we...
Michael, my name is Kamal. I'm calling from India. Michael, the only question that I had is I've seen three industries which are very unethical: the politicians, the news media, and the movie industry. I've seen them being very unethical in all their dealings, but despite that, I've seen them thriving. So, does the law of karma not affect them? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, great, Kamal. So the question, whoever the industry or the example is, he's saying, I see people or organizations doing things that appear to me to be, planting negative seeds, but they seem to be doing really,
Yeah, they're very super
doing
successful.
really well. What the heck's going on?
Yeah, I think all of us can verify this experience. We all see. So what's going on? What's really going on?
Find out on
Yeah.
Monday.
We're going to find out on Monday from Geshe, Michael, Stanley, and Allison. Have a great weekend, everybody.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you.